What just happened to Paul Manafort and Michael Cohen minutes ago obviously has seismic political implications for this president, even though Trump just said it has nothing to do with him, as you heard. Now, the Manafort trial, it was the first test for Bob Mueller and his team, and he got convictions on 8 counts. At federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, as we told you, at the very same time, almost to the minute, Michael Cohen, entering a guilty plea, told the judge he paid Stormy Daniels, quote, at the direction of the candidate for the principal purpose of influencing the election. And yes, that would be Donald J. Trump. Wow. Let's bring in our panel right now. Charlie King, New York co-chairman of Mercury Public Affairs. He's also a senior campaign advisor to Andrew Cuomo's re-election campaign. And he's also officially in the media right now, hosting a new podcast called Big Shot. Dominic Carter, he's always been in the media, political journalist and author. Scott Vanderhoff, Republican Rockland County exec for 5 terms, still can't get enough of it. And he's also co-chairman of the Palisades Institute of Dominican College. He's running now for New York State Senate. Okay, we'll get to some local politics in a second, but step back for a second. And given what Cohen said, the president, not in effect, is, at least by his account, a co-conspirator in a federal crime. My God. People said in some ways more damning than even in Watergate what was happening. I mean, that's how big a day it was today. It can't be exaggerated, Charlie. Just, I mean, where this could go from here before we even know the Mueller findings. But my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, you almost let the day speak for itself. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, for those of us who are old enough to remember Watergate and Nixon, the impact of that day on us, this almost rises to that same sort of effect. I mean, when you hear that the President of the United States is basically being discussed in a criminal charging paper, you just have to catch your breath. It's just incredible.
And Dom, on so many levels, this is a bad day, but there wasn't even the benefit, if you're from the Trump world, to know the underlying evidence that the feds have to convince Cohen to not even take this to trial, to take a plea, because it was so reportedly damning the underlying evidence. And then he directly implicates the president. I'm not even going to Manafort now, okay? But my gosh. And I thought it was very telling what wasn't said today by the president as he touched down just minutes ago in West Virginia for a campaign rally. Didn't mention Cohen's name once. Sent a fig leaf here to Manafort that, poor guy, I feel for you. Maybe a pardon's on the way. I'm obviously extrapolating. But my point is, I mean, you know, people always said the person you should have been most worried about might have been, other than Putin, Michael Cohen. That might be proven true.
Well, for all of the reasons you just stated, Richard, this is why I say and why I strongly believe that this is it for this president. One term. We may be headed for, we don't know who's going to win the House. I predict the Democrats will reclaim the House. Just a feeling I have. And so let's just say, for argument's sake, they don't, and the Republicans don't push forward with the I word, okay? But I am telling you, the American people will never, this has been a bad experiment. I believe that